Do you want to learn how to make this table right here? Well, I'm about to show you. This is going to be a part by part series on how to make this exact table, which you can do many amazing things. In this table, you fill out pretty much the day of the trade, month, session, model, result. Is it live? Is it demo? Is it how much risk did you put on, etc., etc. And what it will do, it'll automatically calculate your win rate and your risk to reward. And you can also put filters, so you can look for different specific bits of data. So say right here, for example, I just want to see Friday's trades. I click that, it'll just show me Friday's trades, and then it'll automatically adjust the win rate and risk to reward for that. Say I just want to do just London session, it'll do that as well. And you can do this for anything. You can chuck filters upon filters, you can layer them, and I just think this is the best way to see your results, your data, and you can refine your system to what you need. So let's get into it. Now, if you cannot be bothered to watch this part series, or you just don't have the time, I am going to put a link in my description where you can actually purchase this template, but I'm going to show you how to do it all for free. But if you don't want to do it because you're lazy, your consequence is you're going to have to pay for it. I think that's pretty fair. But anyway, nonetheless, let's get into it. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a Notion account. Of course, this is all on Notion, okay? And then you are going to create a new page, and in this new page, you're going to come down here to database, and you click database, and you're going to click empty database. Okay, so this is pretty much where everything is going to begin. Okay, so the first one we're going to add is we're going to click add property, and we're going to do date. Okay, so this is obviously going to be the date you took the trade. Then we're going to add another property, and this one is going to be select. Now, you can do this in whatever order you want, but for the select property, which you can add as many properties as you want, we're going to be using day, month, your model, the session, things like that. So it's up to you where you want to do it. You can easily drag these around, so you can move them around to your liking. So I'm going to rename this one to day. Okay, so this is going to be the day that I took it. Now, I know we already have date. The reason we need another column for day is so we can use that filtering. Okay, so we're going to have day, we're going to have another property, which is also going to be select. This one, I'm going to rename it to the month. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make properties for select, with select, and we're going to rename it to all the pieces we want. So I'm going to do day, month, session, model, direction, so long or short, result, and what else do I have? Live or demo. And that's it for the select. So I'm going to go add all these in, or you simply just click add property, select, and we're going to add these in now. Okay, so now I've added the day, month, session, model, etc. So now we want to actually fill these in. So for day, it's going to say search for an option. So what you want to do is you just want to write Monday, obviously, and then you want to press create Monday. And then you want to click it again, Tuesday, create Tuesday, etc. And you want to do this for all 5 days. So once you have put all these in, you can click the 3 dots here. You can change the colors to whatever you like. And essentially the way this works is when you're inputting your data, is you're going to first be selecting the date you took the trade. So let's just say it was the 19th of August. Then you're going to come over and say, okay, what day was that? It was Thursday, for example. And with select, you can only choose one. Okay, so we're going to select Wednesday, for example. And then we want to do this for the months. So we want to put every single month into here. We want to put every session that we trade, London, New York, Asia. You want to put the amount of models you have, if you have more than one, the direction, long, short, the result, win, loss, or break even. So we're going to have 3 options for that. And then live or demo. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fill all those out. Now, it is important for the result that you do win, loss, break even, exactly spelt this way. And this is going to be needed for a formula that we're going to do later. Okay, now I've got everything in here. So I've got all my selections for the days, the months, session, model, short or long, results, etc. Okay, so now that we've got all those in, we're going to add another property. So this one is going to be a multi-select, and this is going to be for confluences or PD arrays, or however you want to structure it. So I'm just going to do PD arrays just for an example, and it's the same thing. We're just going to put in like 15 min fair value gap, and we're going to do like 1 hour fair value gap. You can add whatever confluences, whatever PD arrays you want, and the way this works is you can select multiple. So say for this trade, I just used a 15-minute fair value gap, but then for another entry, I used the 1 hour and the 15. You just select both of them, and it'll put both of them in there. So the next one we're going to add is an important one, and this is going to be our formula. So again, you're going to add new property here, and we're going to find formula, which is right here. So now you can name this whatever you want. This is going to be our win helper, or you can call it win percentage, whatever. Okay, so when you click on this box, it's going to come up here with a formula. Now I'm going to put a link in my description where you can find this exact formula, and you can copy and paste it, or you can just type it out exactly how it's going to be typed out here. So this is the exact formula that you're going to need. You can type this out if you like. Pretty much what this does is it counts the wins and the losses, and it excludes break evens, so it doesn't affect the percentage. So a break even will just be counted as nothing. Okay, so once you've inputted this, you want to click done, and then you want to click the title here, and it should come up with this drop box. All right, you just left click this. Then you want to go to edit property, and then you want to go to number format. Click this, and you're going to change it to %. Okay, number format, change it to %. So once we've changed this to %, then we want to come down to calculate, and we're going to go to more options, and we're going to do average. So now this will show the average win rate percentage of every single log. So when you start making more rows, this will change to adjust to your win rate. And when you put the filters on as well, it'll also adjust just to those filters that you've put in. So it's a very good formula to have. Now we're going to add another property, and this is going to be number. So this is going to be our risk to reward. So you want to put number here, and you want to call it RR or risk to reward or whatever. Okay, so let's just say it was a 2R, and same thing, we're going to click the title here. We're going to come down to calculate, and it's going to go more options, and we're going to go average once again. So this will show us our average risk to reward. And like I said, when you put more rows in, this will change, and it will also change with the filters. Then we're going to add a couple more things that I like to have. So I think checkbox is another good one that you can use. There's a bunch of ones, you guys can play around with it. There's a bunch of types of things you can add. So checkbox, for this one I did like news. So was there news on that day? You can simply check it, uncheck it. And then another one I like to add, which is another checkbox, is did I take partials? So I can do partials, and I can do checkbox or not. You don't have to use a checkbox. You can use maybe number or whatever, and you can maybe input the amount of partials you used, whatever. But I personally just use checkbox to see did I take a partial or did I get a green day or something like that. So we can log that too. Now the next one is text. So this will be for our notes / lesson / any takeaways from the trade. So here you can type in whatever you want. Okay, then the last property that I'm going to add is going to be a photo. So we're going to do files and media. Okay, so here it'll ask you to choose a file, and pretty much what I like to do is I like to take a screenshot of my trades, and I like to put them right here. So I can go, if I'm ever looking through my data, I can quickly come over here. I can have a look at the photo of my win or my loss or whatever. So once all of this is done, you are pretty much finished. So now if you want to add a new data entry, you simply just come down here, press new page, and here we go. We add, okay, I took a trade on the 24th. It was a Monday. I did it on March, London session. I'm just going to fill this out so I can show you guys the filter. So once you're going to have a bunch of entries, then a really cool feature about this table is the filters. So you can add whatever filter you want. So this is going to be all of our properties. As you can see, we got the date, day, direction, everything. So you can add as many filters as you want. So say you're trying to determine, am I more successful in New York session or am I more successful in London session? So what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, session is what I want. So you're going to find session, which is here, and then it's going to say which one do you want to filter. So if you select London, it will just show you London, and this will automatically adjust to 0 as I've only logged one trade, but it's a loss. So, and vice versa, you can do New York, okay? And say we want to do London session, and I want to know all my live trades. You can do session, London session, just live trades, or London session, just demo trades. Say you want to lap even more. I want London live, and I want to know what month it was, and I want to know, was there news on that day? I want to know anything. You can literally put anything here, guys. So am I more successful with long or short? So that would be direction, long. So now this is just going to show me live trades in London going long. It's going to show me my same win percentage, risk to reward, and you can put as many filters as you want to really find your edge, find your best months, your best days, your best session. You can do it with the models as well. And once you have heaps of data put in, this tool is going to be really, really good, and you'll definitely be able to find where you perform the absolute best and where you perform the worst. So that's pretty much it, guys. It is really simple to make. It's not hard. You can also do things like you can change all these icons if you really want. You can customize it, the colors. You can add more properties if you want more properties. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole gist of it. Like I said, I will be putting a link where you can actually purchase this template if you're not bothered to make it. But other than that, here it is completely free. So yeah, definitely get onto this. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you.